first opened in 1999. There's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Cleveland Browns. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And 11 at the 20-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A run for Nick Chubb. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Operating from the gun, Howard. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Browns send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
He was taken.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Flush to his right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. We call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now Howard from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. That's taken on the 25. A 40-yard punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
To throw on 3rd down, Murray. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 14.
That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Tackle made.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the 38, Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Murray took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
On 3rd down, Murray. And he connects with Ertz. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals.
1st down, Arizona.
Murray will run it here. A quick throw into the hands of Switzer. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He got 29 yards that time.
A gain of 29 yards.
3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Into the first quarter with the score Cardinals 3, Browns nothing.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Brian Switzer, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
The Browns D locked in on 3rd down, brings up 4th.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
The kick by Gold is good, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you to the end zone, get you 6?
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
He's checking. Crash.
Chubb. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Switch. Watch the twitch.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41.
The ball carrier.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Let's make these babies.
From the gun, Howard. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 16 yards, a 1st down. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Ball carrier.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And 12 at the Cardinals' 34-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Howard escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
51 to Mike, boy, 51. Man, I got you.
Howard on 3rd down. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
No good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Open man is Switzer, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And the Cardinal 1st down.
They'll run it with Jones. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Jones on the
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 19. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Flushed out right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd.
On play action, it's Murray.
14-yard line.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
Arizona.
Ryan Switzer, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Cardinals 20. Browns nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
Here's Howard on 1st and 10. And his throw is incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Howard now. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
10 at the 40-yard line.
From the gun, Howard. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range as well, down at the 17-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again, Howard. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that could alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Play fake. Murray. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for 21 yards. And it'll move the chains.
A 50-yard attempt.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up
out of the gun. Here's Murray. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down.
18 on the play. And the Cardinal first down.
On the counter, here's Jones. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
The ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll go again to Jones. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
On the carry.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
It's caught. Shepard. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
10.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Shotgun now from Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Ryan Switzer, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Browns 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
The Browns drive about to get started. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
51 for Mike. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. 51 is Mike. Mike 51. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they...
Operating from the gun, Howard. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Howard. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
16 yards. And the Cardinal first down.
From the gun, Murray. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On second down, it's Jones. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 5.
Aaron Jones.
He showed his shiftiness and his explosion to take him all the way down near the goal line.
Love that description, and it creates momentum. Maybe you hand it to him again since he's got it going, or do you fake it to him and throw it to a teammate? Right now, the options are wide open.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll try to run it in with Jones. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. The ball mere inches from the white line on third and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied. Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
1-yard line.
Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle.
18-yard attempt.
And the now 40-year-old veteran able to put this one through. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
28-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. The Browns on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Howard. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Casey Hayward. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
At the 19-yard line.
Murray's going to keep it on the option. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
On second down, it's Jones. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now Murray. Oh, now Murray has it stripped. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Going right side here, and that's complete. That one goes for 24 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
10 at the 38-yard line.
60 Bison. To throw is Howard. Throwing on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Buda Baker with a pick. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
Gold lining up for the point after.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And he'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Buda Baker with a pick. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Simple.
They'll try again with Jones. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. Here's Jones. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
A 22-yard attempt.
And Gold is able to put it through.
Is good.
And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand.
41.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this. And
time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football and he's taken down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come.
Now Howard looking to throw on second down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Today's final score, Cardinals.